What's up? This is Max Cavalera from Soulfly. You link to guitar.com. Respect.
You have an interesting sort of setup with your guitar in that you leave off the last two strings. Can you tell me a little bit about that and about your tuning?
Yeah, that goes back years and years ago, back in the Sepultura days. That I never did lead guitar, so one time, that was probably 10 years ago, one of the strings broke down. I never cared about replacing them. And then the other one broke down, and I didn't give a shit about replacing them again because I don't use them. And I kind of kept touring with only 4 strings. And a friend of mine kind of said, well, I think you should keep it like that because it's kind of cool. You don't need them, and it might be kind of cool like a trademark. Nobody else plays with 4 strings. So I just, within time, I just kept it, you know, I just, every guitar that I get or whatever, I take the 2 strings off. And now it's like, it's been so many years, it's like a trademark thing. I'm used to play with 4 strings because it's like strictly rhythm. I just do rhythm guitar. 4 strings is like perfect for that.
Do you have any tips for players who want to hone their rhythms and kind of learn how to play in your style?
I think the coolest thing you can do is play along with whatever you like. That's what I do for many years. Just put your favorite CD, find out which tuning the guy is using, whoever, and just play along, and then kind of like analyze how the person does the riff, and kind of like blend that into your own style. You know, a lot of influences of so many different guitar players. Eventually, if you try hard enough, you end up finding your own style. You know, and I've done that. You know, from Tony Iommi all the way to Sex Pistols, you know, guitar riffs. Just play along and then create your own after that.
Do you use standard tuning or do you down tune?
We try to fuck around with tuning, and depending on which song it is, you know, like this album has 2 tuning, which is B, which is, you know, lower than the standard, and there's one that's even lower, it's an A. I tune all the guitars. I tune down all of them. And that's just kind of, you know, when you want to go to an even lower, heavier type of vibe, I play A. But my favorite tuning is B. I use that on Roots, on the first Soulfly, and on this one. It's just the one that I find it to be like perfect for this kind of music.
Now see, because drop D is sort of the standard tuning a lot of people are using now. B gives you even more of a kind of roaring sound. Do the strings ever get loose? Do you ever have trouble keeping it in tune now?
No, not really. B I think I like so much because it's like one step further from D as far as heaviness. Yeah, it doesn't lose the fact that you can still hear the notes. You know, and that's cool because you can play a heavy riff, or you can play something more catchy, you know, like more like rock type, you know, like on Sun songs. Like and it still can hear the notes, and it's still clear, but it's still bar and it's still heavy. So I love B. I think that's my favorite tuning of. It's the one I use in 3 albums, rather than, you know, Chaos AD and the older shit was done in D or A and varied, but I like B the best. And some of it comes naturally, you're just jamming with the guitar and you just, you know, end up creating something. You know, like it depends on what riff you're doing, and something like I was telling you on Boom and Jump the Fuck Up, it's like I want the sick fucking riff. I want the fucker to come out of the guitar, even if I beat this guitar up, you're gonna, you know, I'm gonna get you, and you struggle with your guitar. I think it's good to struggle with your instrument. It's a good fight. You know, you gotta get that. If you want the truth, if you want the real thing, it's not going to come out of laziness or you expect that riff to come, you know, like God's going to just give you that riff. Yeah, you got to struggle. You got to like really piss off your guitar type shit.
What's the key to good rhythm guitar playing? Can you sort of offer some tips or tricks or point out things that people often do wrong?
I think simplicity. Simplicity is main key, I think. For me at least, keep it simple. Don't try to complicate that shit too much. Sometimes the most simple riff is the one that works the best. Like, for example, on this soul fly, we got a song called Bring It. And the main riff is just this. How much more simple can you get from that? It's like, there's 2 notes, it's like, but it works. It's like, it's got adrenaline, it's got attitude, it's got fucking, just that rush that you need on a song. That when the minute that song comes in, I know the whole place is gonna be on fire. It's gonna be, kids gonna be going crazy and shit. And then, I guess that's the primitive feeling of a musician, just not complicated, simple but effective. I never really took lessons. I took like maybe 3 days of lessons. I was really young and I didn't like it because the guy wanted me to play some fucking bossa nova shit or some shit like that in Brazil. That was really, at that time I wanted to just rage, It's like I was real rebellious and I was really, angry and I didn't want to play no fucking, put some fucking flowers in your head and smile at the birds type shit in Portuguese. I want to sing like fuck the world type songs, So I didn't really took lessons. I got off that school and I just said I'm gonna learn on my own. And again, I think the main tip I can give is like go play along with your favorite musician. I learned one of the first riffs I learned was Heaven and Hell from Sabbath. I didn't know anything.
That's one of the Christmas Islands too.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Once you learn that and you play along, it's kind of like, it's such a good feeling. That's my tip when you train musicians. Like, they play along with my shit. It's kind of like how I did it with other people's stuff, or Discharge, or Slay, or Venom, whatever your influences are. Play along and try to like get influence from that, and then create your own sound out of that. That's the biggest tip. Like, don't just play along and copy that guy. Use the guy's music to create your own. And I think that's the cool thing about music, the influence.
How do you create a real groove though with your music? I mean, it's not just heavy bar chords and power, riffing. You have a real kind of groove to it musically. Is there some stylistic thing that you could recommend?
Natural, that's so natural. It's like weird, hard to explain. Like Roots, the main riff, and it's just so simple. It's like simple as fuck. I mean, simplicity is the key. But again, I don't know how that comes out. It's like natural. Grab your guitar, close your eyes, let it come out of your heart, straight to the guitar. It's natural. So it opens the album, Oh, dos, tres, cuatro. All my lyrics are simple. Yeah, it's just simple. The main. goes back to that, and it's just like going back and forth. Mike is doing something cool though, like when the songs start, he's doing I don't know which notes that goes, but it reminds me of fucking like the Scottish music. It reminds me of like Celtic music type thing. That's all like when I close my eyes I picture like Braveheart or like Highlander, you know. It's weird, but that came out of my ear and was his input on the song. That pain, the song with Chino, that's I really like the rhythm. It's really like different from things I've done before. So if he goes like that's what I was doing. Then after that you have it's a pretty standard tribal type groove. And then you have what song is that? Love Me. It's the one in Portuguese. Then you have Bring It. More metal, I guess, you know, like just old school type riff. Then of course I have to play Terrorist, you know, which is the one with Cavalera. But I'm gonna play not the main riff, but the end part, which is the fast part. It's like one of my like really old riff I had. It is straight up discharge. The fastest one nail bomb for that matter, you know, and just go rise, above this bullshit. And then Tom sings part of Raining Blood, Criminally Insane. Now we'll come and now we'll fall. Before my victims know tomorrow, and then I'll tell them guys, no performance in my inner self, only